Hey, it's Justin Prime. Welcome to episode 19 of the Jprimecast. This is my attempt to hold myself accountable for the past week, for better or for worse. Episode 19. All right, as always, I dedicate the episode to the last person in my Instagram feed, and that was Obuhov_I. His real name is Ilya Obuhov. His bio says he's in AAA. It says architect, artist, and alcoholic. That's awesome. Website vk.com/graphic novel architects, which is in a different language, but this he's got some pretty cool artwork, really good traditional ink kind of stuff. Very, very cool. So give him a look-see, and thank you, Ilya, for giving me some interaction there. Look, I'm trying to look at his website right now. He's a great artist. Looks like he has some sort of I don't know what this is. But yeah, he's a good artist, though. Check him out. And thank you again, Ilya. All right. Where are we at here? Episode 19. I am back from camping. I came back today. I was gone the past few days. Pretty much Friday morning. Long drive to this place. And I think it's called Mendocino, California. Beautiful area. Got to drive through all the vineyards of Northern California. Very, very nice. I've never done that before. And they kind of just kept going and going and going. It was a really nice drive. Had to stop a few times because that's what you do when you have kids. And so a 4-hour drive turned into a 6-hour drive, I think it was. And that was kind of the theme of camping could have been pleasant, but when you have a toddler, it's not. I could see, I was really worried last week about being bored. I could see how people can go just relax and hang out and have a good time and drink and eat and stuff. I could see that happening, but not when I have a kid, not when I have a toddler. My daughter, she's 9 years old. She was fine. She could hang out with us. She could play cards. And, basically entertain herself or just hang out with us, the adults. But the 3-year-old, man, it's not fun with a 3-year-old. Hiking's not fun. They don't last very long, obviously. Carrying them on a hike uphill is not fun. So, yeah, having a toddler there just kind of ruined everything. But my brothers-in-law, they seemed like they had a good time. But Renee and I were on kid duty the whole time. The best time I had there was when the kids were asleep, and I got to actually hang out with the adults and talk. Although one of them was asleep on me. Jay was asleep on me the whole time for a couple hours, but it was something. Other than that, I was ready to go after the first day. I was ready to come home. I didn't need 2 nights. I was done after 24 hours. So hopefully I will not go camping again for a long, long time. I did not like it. Another announcement, Killer Wolf. The Killer Wolf project is up and running on Comic Central. So I'm asking everybody, pitch in, participate, draw, I don't know, or write or whatever, but give the script a look-see, read it over. I think it's the second time I've used look-see, and it hasn't been that long. But go to Comic Central. I think it's in the forums. Read it over. You can adjust the script and donate it or keep it to yourself. I don't care. You can draw the entire comic. You can do a cover and donate it. You can sell it or whatever. You can collaborate with people. The whole point is I'm giving it away. And if you're into it, just create something out of it. I don't want people to have the excuse of not having a script or not having an idea. I've donated, in my opinion, a very, very solid idea. I think it's a lot of fun. It's easy to do. The Killer Wolf project, that's going to be up and running for a year on Comic Central. That's a big investment on their end. So I'm appreciative of Lee and Comic Central crew. I would love to pitch into this. I'm going to wrap up Astro Pig, and then I want to make sure that I contribute to the Killer Wolf project beyond just donating the script to independent creators. I want to be a part of it. It seems like a fun thing, and they're gonna collect all the artwork and whatever people submit, and collect it into like a big downloadable thing for, I don't know, new followers or whatever. So the Killer Wolf project is up and running. I'm really excited about it. Please give this podcast a rating on iTunes. I hear it really helps, and I would appreciate it. My major goals are to get Astro Pig published. I want to finish it first and then get it published. And that means I want to see Astro Pig merchandise, plushies. I want all that stuff. I want Astro Pig to be a big deal. That's the first major goal. The second one is to build independent community, and the third one is to continue to provide mentorship and build that. All right, the Artist Inventory Challenge. My projects are Astro Pig and community building, and Killer Wolf is kind of one of those, but not exactly anymore. That's really in Comic Central's hands. I think this is going to be a pretty brief podcast. Last week, I think at like 35 minutes. I think I was under 40 minutes. That was shorter than usual. I think this will be a pretty short one here. All right, so Astro Pig and community building, those are my projects. Astro Pig, I didn't do a whole lot. My goal last week was to do nothing but Astro Pig, and I found myself not wanting to do a whole lot because I knew I was going to go camping and prepping for camping, so I didn't want to invest the time and then get stopped. I know it's an excuse, but that's my honest. That's where I was at. So instead, I used that as an opportunity to draw something briefer. So I did a Venom bust, and I wanted to really kind of play with the Astro Pig coloring style on that. And I also used digital ink rather than digital pencil in place of inks, because that's what I do on Astro Pig. So yeah, I worked on that. It's just kind of like practice on values and just to see what it would look like and to kind of clear my head. And I'm glad I did. So I had a week where I didn't do a whole lot on Astro Pig. I just penciled the next page. And I did a Venom instead. I was really curious to see if it would help boost my followers. I was kind of curious because I've been losing followers significantly. So when I did that Venom, I did get a small boost, but then I kept losing them. I've been like siphoning followers for a couple weeks now. It's crazy. It was really good for clearing my head. I'm glad I did the Venom. Really good interactions with people. And it felt good. It felt really, really good. He's so much fun to draw. He's my favorite. And I know people know me for drawing Venom. And that's good. That's not a bad thing, right? I didn't meet the goal from last week pretty much at all. I kind of played around with the Astro Pig page. Not played around. I mean, I have a solid pencil page going for it. And then even tonight, I got home from camping, unpacked, put the kids to bed, and I started sketching out. Actually, what I did was, while I was camping, I brought a whole pad of paper, and I penciled a Venom just kind of for fun. I don't know. I think I worked on it in like 10-minute increments as I had time while, dealing with kids and stuff. But throughout the couple days, I had a nice solid penciled Venom bust and chest and some shoulders. So mostly a bust. So I wanted to trace that digitally, fine tune it, and then color that one also. Not a priority, just something I'll get to. So tonight I started that process, and I realized the anatomy, I didn't really sell it very well. So I'm using this as an opportunity to practice anatomy and learn more, especially in the shoulder area and the neck area. Well, because it's a bust, obviously. So that's kind of the core areas. Tonight I spent a lot of time studying shoulder muscles and kind of how those connect to the, I don't know what you call it, but the part in between shoulders and the neck. that connects to the back. I don't know what it's called. I didn't focus on what they're called. I focused on the anatomy. So I feel like I learned something tonight, something I want to continue with, and this is a good opportunity for that, to work on some fundamentals in between my work on AstroPig. So that's what I've been doing. Community building wise, obstacles here, man, like I said, I've been siphoning. I've been losing followers. I'm down like 60 followers in the past couple weeks. And that's like, I'm gaining some and I lose some, but mostly I've been losing. And it's really been since I did the scam. I was posting my scam, I don't know what to call it, the scammer saga. I think it's been since then. So it's been a couple weeks and I've been losing followers ever since then, pretty consistently. So, and definitely noticeably, I'm way under where I was. I think by like 60 followers overall. So, I mean, followers don't mean a whole lot to me. It is still kind of like an ego thing. I like to have a high number, although I've been like stagnant for a long, long time. And this week I didn't put the work into community building as far as leaving comments for people and searching out hashtags. I just didn't have a nice... I don't feel like I had enough time for that. Work's been pretty busy. Stupid camping happened, and that was a few days without self-service, which sucked. And then working on Venom, I didn't set aside really a whole lot of time for hearting or commenting on other people's work. So I don't know. I need to figure out this follower thing and how Instagram works, because I don't know, I'm really hurting. But like I said, like, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me to have a big follower count. And compared to other people, it's not big. Sorry. So maybe it is more of an ego thing, but maybe I'm losing people that aren't interested, and that's a good thing. So really, this might be a natural cleansing of the follower palette, I guess. I don't know how to put that, but it might be a good thing. Yeah, and looking at it that way, I don't really mind it at all. Successes this past week. AstroPig, not a whole lot, but I did pencil the next page. Did I? Damn it, now I'm actually wondering if I did. That's bad. Like, I should know this off the top of my head, right? Let me open up my tablet and take a look. I'm actually wondering now if I even did that. So I'll get that going as I keep talking here. So that's not necessarily a success. Community building, what I do think is a success is AstroPig had his first worldly excursion. He went to Hawaii. Sorry, I'm bringing up my AstroPig file here, because I don't want to lie about this stuff. Yeah, he went to Hawaii. A friend of mine, really good friend of mine since high school, he took over the AstroPig account as he and his wife went to Hawaii. And they were smart. They left their kids behind so they could actually enjoy their time. I've never been to Hawaii. Someday I'll go. I don't think I finished the page. I don't think I even really started it. Yeah, I did a little bit of sketching for the next spread, but I don't think I actually did a whole lot. No, I was working on a pose for a giant that's coming up. It's like a giant that's like stomping across the screen or the page, and Astro was looking up at him, and I was trying to make it look pretty dynamic. So I worked on that, but I didn't get a whole lot done. Jeez, it's worse than I thought. Yeah, that was it. Man alive. All right. I sucked that last week on AstroPig, but Venom came out good. I love drawing Venom. I really do. Like, he's just the power and the teeth. I love drawing the teeth. I don't know. I love drawing Venom because it's like power and energy. Because in the tendrils, you can get kind of like a smooth kind of like energy flow going, kind of visual thing. If that makes sense. I love drawing Venom. Man, so Astro Pig. Oof, I don't know. I sketched out. I doodled. I was really that's it. That sucks. I gotta pick that up this week. But he did go to Hawaii. So my friend, he took some really cool pictures, posted the account, spoke in Astro Pig's voice. So it all worked out really well. I think got a couple new followers for Astro Pig that way. Next up, he'll be going to Australia. And that's this week. That's actually, I think, in a couple days. He'll be going to Australia. He's with me again, for 2 more days. And then he's off to Australia. And then after that, he'll be in Texas and then Singapore. So he's exploring Earth. Yeah. Another one. So with the Venom, there's an account that there's an account that has been really supportive of my Venom work. It's MCG_Venom. The host or whoever does that account has consistently reposted my Venom artwork. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it. And I always get a good chunk of followers every time he or she does that. So that's really cool that, to have a huge account. They have over 200,000 followers. To have a huge account like that, show off my artwork. That's pretty neat, and I always get some new eyeballs on my my artwork. So I think what I'll be doing, and this is for me, this counts as community building. What I'll be doing is, as a way to thank that person, he or she, I don't even know who it is. I said, hey, maybe I'll do exclusive Venom for you to share. So I'll share the steps up until completing it, and then I'll let MCG_Venom share the final piece exclusively. I mean, people might copy what, reshare or whatever, but they will have the first crack at showing the final version of my next Venom that I do. So I was thinking that the one I was working on tonight might be that one. We'll see. So the final, and then also finally here with community building, the final 2 sessions with Brendan are scheduled. I'll be talking with him on Friday of this week. And then once after his convention, and I think our last talk, I believe, is it August? I don't know. It's coming up. So we have 2 more talks scheduled for Jprime and B-Dog, and then that series will be over. And then I've already got the next person. Tentatively, we've agreed to do the mentor-mentee relationship, and that person and I will start up once Brendan and I wrap it up. So that mentorship series will continue, which I'm really excited about. I like doing it a lot, and I hope to be able to help this next person. I don't want to say quite yet, just in case it doesn't go through for some reason. But I'm really excited. This is something that's really important to me that I want to build for myself, but I love being able to have the opportunity to help someone else that might need it. So yeah, really good things. Really excited about that. The goals for this week, man, it's really just Astro Pig. I have to get back on track with that, which shouldn't be a problem. The next page is a pretty dynamic one. So I'm really excited about introducing the giant into the story and getting that going. So yeah, I think we'll be back on track with Astro Pig, no problem, this week. And then I'll probably poke at that Venom here and there. I don't know, but if not, that's fine. Yeah, that was brief. That was really brief. How long have I been talking here? 18 minutes. Yeah, this is a brief one. All right, cool. Who's following me? Twisted Imagery is following me. Twisted_Imagery. Twisted Imagery has been following me for quite a while. Regular commenter and harder. I've seen him in my feed, I think, for years. Yeah, literally years. So Twisted Imagery, thank you for being that follower, man. I love it. That support. He's one of the, I think, few people that were using the hashtag arting with JP hashtag. I should bring that back. But hashtag arting with JP. Twisted Imagery was, I believe, one of the few people that were using that. So I got to see his artwork every time I checked that hashtag. But yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for being such a cool follower. It really does mean a lot to me. Last week, the challenge was to draw without erasing. That was a beautiful, brilliant idea from Luke and Blackfly Press. I did that challenge not with pencil, but I did it digitally. So I did a blue line layer without erasing. And then on top of that, a digital ink layer without erasing. What's interesting to me was I busted through it like really, really quick. I don't know why. I don't know. For some reason, I just went fast rather than slowing and trying to make things perfect. I just kind of owned that I couldn't erase it and just hacked away at it. And it came out looking really clean, actually. And there are a few comments on my post saying that they love the way the inks look. And that kind of blew me away because I did it so fast that there was no thought into it. It was just the pressure of the pen and the speed, I guess. Pressure of the pen, I guess, yeah. That gave it, I guess, an interesting inked look. But if you zoom in, like there's tons of errors that I saw. So I took that piece a step further, cleaned up the ink errors that I knew of, colored it, and developed it further into, I think, a really nice colored piece. I was really proud of that. The anatomy is not right on the neck. I know that now, but it came out looking really good, and it got a lot of interest when I posted the final version of it. Where was I? Oh, so that was last week's challenge. I don't know what this week's challenge is yet, so let's give it a listen. Oh, sorry, before we get to the Lab 5 weekly challenge, I have besides my talk with Brendan, I have no interviews scheduled whatsoever. My focus, like I said, I want to complete Astropig before I pick up the interviews again. So this might be it for the week, is listening to my weekly updates. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. I have a whole bunch of stuff you can go back and listen to. I've actually noticed that even though I've been uploading less per week, that the amount of listens per episode are going up because now there's just less to listen to. Just people I think are getting spread really thin. So having 2 episodes per week is more doable than 3 episodes per week, and they're all long form. So yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So if you don't hear much from me and interviews wise, like that's why it's really going to be Astropig and then talking with Brendan a couple times and this weekly thing. But anyhow, let's get back to the Lab 5 weekly challenge. Oh, and also, by the way, I remembered I said I was siphoning followers. That's the wrong word. I'm hemorrhaging followers. Siphoning means I'd be taking them away from people. Sorry, I think about these things later on. I'm hemorrhaging. I am losing followers. Anyhow, all right. So Lab 5 weekly challenge. Here you go.
Sup, Jprimecast, it's Luke here on the road this week with a Lab 5 weekly challenge. This week, 30-minute life study. Or, if you want, draw something from your imagination and then draw it with reference. Keep it short though, don't interrupt your normal workflow too much. And get some real world practice. That's it. See ya.
Thank you, Luke. I think I can do that. Drawing from real life sounds like a really good idea. I probably should have done that when I was camping, although I don't know if I would have the time to. I spent a lot of time looking around, this scenery and whatnot, and looking at how light hit the bark of trees. So I didn't have time to draw, but a whole lot. But that would have been really good. Oh well. So yeah, I would like to draw from real life. Especially doing like a value study kind of thing. But that's an interesting idea, doing something from your imagination and then doing it in real life. So if anyone has an opportunity to do that, that would be really interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to find Venom in real life and then have him pose for a drawing. Otherwise, that'd be phenomenal. But, maybe I could do like an egg from my imagination and then light an egg in real life. I don't know. I don't know if I will, but yeah, challenge accepted. I could do that. That sounds pretty fun. Drawing something from real life. I wonder what I'll do. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. So if you're still listening, you belong in the Jprimecast community. No pressure. I'm not pressuring you. But, we'd like to have some new people come in every now and then that are truly motivated to learn and to do better and be challenged and get and receive and give feedback to other independent artists. It's by invite only. So let me know that you want in and you can come in. Like, seriously, it's just that simple. It's support for beginners just like you and me. There's great advice, there's feedback, inspiration, motivation, collaboration, and more. It doesn't cost you anything. But otherwise, hey, thank you very much for listening. Dude, this is under 25 minutes. It might be too short. But oh well, whatever. So under 25 minutes, enjoy the rest of your listening time that you have available now. Till next week. Bye.
I would have waited an eternity for this. It's over, Prime.